Oh, time for a Man in Gray book review. McIlhenny's Gold, How a Louisiana Family Built a Tabasco Empire by Jeffrey Rothfeder was published in 2007. It's 260 pages. Edmund McIlhenny was a Louisiana banker who lost his fortune when the Confederacy lost the Civil War. During the war, one of his neighbors gave him the recipe for a pepper sauce made from Tabasco peppers. After the war, McIlhenny settled on Avery Island, in the town of New Iberia in Louisiana, and he began growing peppers there and making the sauce and selling them or giving them to friends and neighbors, and then eventually selling them to nearby towns, and eventually sold some of the sauce to New Orleans. But it was always kind of a local thing, a locally known product. But after McIlhenny died in 1890, his children decided that they had something big here and they began shipping it to other states and marketing it. And it eventually grew to become one of the most successful privately owned, family-run companies in America. It's on the company's now in its fifth generation of McIlhenny's. And this book tells the story of how Tabasco became this worldwide phenomenon. By the 1940s, this sauce was being packaged in MREs and sent overseas to soldiers and sailors, and that's what really made it become famous, not just with Americans beyond Louisiana, but with Europeans as well, who experienced Tabasco sauce for the first time. They fought off numerous legal challenges. They insisted that their company was the only one that could use the word Tabasco, so there were various legal fights over that. By the 1960s, it was clear they were not going to be able to produce enough Tabasco peppers in Louisiana to meet demand, so they bought land in Central America and began growing peppers there and shipping them into Louisiana to make the sauce. And then it talks in here also about some of the side issues, the race relations between the McIlhenny's and the blacks who lived on the island. Some of the McIlhenny's were big environmentalists and began setting up a bird sanctuary on the island. During the 1970s and 80s, they began experimenting with other types of sauces, some of which were successful, some of which were huge failures. And eventually, they brought in outside help to run the company. Although the family still controls the company, they brought in outside business experts to help run the company. And then the book ends with a question about whether how long the McIlhenny's can continue to run the business as a family business, or at some point they're going to need to go public to get more money to be able to compete in global markets. So if you're a fan of Tabasco sauce and you're interested in family businesses, this is a fascinating story. As the book points out, the vast majority of family-owned businesses only survive maybe 2 generations, sometimes 3, because the children or the grandchildren of the founders either don't want to run the company or they don't have much interest in keeping it up or expanding the business, and it dies. But in this case, the McIlhenny's have been able to keep this business going and actually expanded over the years. The book is McIlhenny's Gold. The author is Jeffrey Rothfeder. This has been another Man in Gray book review. Thanks for watching.